Welcome to the Elegant Adventure Sagas. I don't know why I do these intros. No one ever hears them. Unless you do, in which case, hi. We did this especially for you. Alright, so when we were here last, as is your way, when you're not murder hoboing around an area, you surprised me. You made your way through a good chunk of the of the adventure from the that library. Made your way across the northern side, back through the altar room, where Noodle had discovered the fate of her parents. You found yourself in a conference room, the Council of Night Chamber. I believe you found some interesting things there. Made your way down south through a secret door. Could not get through, so you done blowed it up with dynamite. So you blew the door open, and made your way into this alcove that is full of tomes and books. It's lamely named Eastern Alcove with Tomes. Yes, I thought hard on that one. You pushed up against the door. Now, I do not recall, you were unable to unlock the door, if I'm not mistaken, correct? You did some snooping. You thought about blowing it up, but Mr. Bing detected some magic. There's something coming from that room. You heard some mechanisms, if I'm not mistaken. Does anyone remember why you heard mechanisms? Oh, you read the door jam. That's right. So you read the message on the door jam. You heard something happen in that room, and then after a short amount of time, you heard some mechanics again, and it sounded like something sort of reset. So that door has remained locked. You have yet to find a key for the door or a magical way to unlock it. It was not saying the words above the door jam that unlocked it. I don't know how much dynamite you have left. There was some risk that, or there was some worry that if you blew the door off, it could potentially damage whatever mechanisms in the other room, potentially doing who knows what. It's unknowable. Any questions? I believe that's a no. A no on the old questions.
You ready to rumble?
No, there's no bad guys right here. So, so I guess, unless I hear otherwise, it's Bing. So...
No, it's not me today.
Oh, wait, okay, so then vote. Like, who is it going to be?
I nominate Steven.
All right, Stevenson. I have a feeling you nominated the kill stuff tank. I think that's pretty hilarious and awesome. So, there you go.
Now that I know Alicia has like 70 hit points, I'm like, Karen, how many hit points do you have?
82.
Oh my god, why am I going in first usually? With my
how many hit points do you have?
50.
Really? That seems low for a fighter.
I have more than you do.
Yeah, I have...
Are you sure?
53.
Oh, okay. You have one more than I do.
Did you should check on D&D Beyond to make sure that your hit points were updated. You all should do that.
Because I got to add more this time.
Why don't you guys check that real quick? Because I don't really want you to play if you don't have the right number of hit points, because as mentioned, you're at level 7, so I'm adjusting everything for level 7. And while you're doing that, I have refrigerator martinis.
Old fashioned or martini?
No, martinis. Yeah, dirty martinis in the freezer. They're actually freezer. So I have these wonderful giant glass containers that you make your drinks, throw them in the freezer.
Nice.
So they're as
nice
cold as a martini should
frozen.
be. Because they can't freeze alcohol, right? So basically it's martini ready. Nice. I do want to give it a good shake.
I've been experimenting with different ways to make clear ice.
No, if you nail that down, let me know. I got some amazing ice trays, so I have these beautiful round ice, but they're always foggy.
Yeah.
What have you? What has worked? I do want to know.
What were you gonna
so
say,
there's a-
Steven?
How do you increase your hit points? Like, I don't.
It asked me to do it when I leveled up. It was
Yeah.
part of it.
In the like the level up wizard, it should.
Yeah. I don't think I had that. So yeah.
Tom, if you have a double-walled cup, 12 ounces or whatever, that you don't really use and you're not afraid of like ruining in the freezer, fill it up with clear water or fill it up with, filtered
Filtered
water,
water.
tap water, whatever, and put it in the freezer for 24 to 48 hours.
Really? Okay. It's like a
But the
Yeti.
impurities, go to the bottom, so the clear ice is at the top.
So
But then you have to have an ice former.
yeah, you can have an ice former or you can like chisel it yourself.
Or you pick
Which-
a container that's smaller diameter than your glass.
Or you just acknowledge that you're one step from an alcoholic anyway, and do you really need to have clear ice?
It does make them look really pretty.
I bet it does.
Yeah,
This is
it
a
does.
hobby, huh?
And the ice lasts a lot longer than the foggy stuff.
Oh, interesting.
Hey,
Well,
so do we know anything about this door up here?
you do not. I mean, I'm assuming the door up there is the one you're dinging, right?
Can I go sniff around that door?
Yeah. Let me have you roll an investigation check. 1 second.
Was I trying to open this door? Is that why I was right in front of it?
You did an investigation check or a perception check.
Okay. Because I have the thieves' tools. I can open stuff.
Oh wait, did we try to pick the lock last time and we failed?
Yes,
Yeah, it was
Oh.
super high.
it was super
Yeah.
high.
But Alicia wasn't here.
The last time I played, Tom, we were in a.
We did not play last time, David.
Oh, we were in a library.
Yeah, a bit of stuff. Yeah. So you were. So let me.
Where are we at?
I blurred. Yeah, I blurred through that with you. Okay, so hold on 1 second. Let me let Karen roll her perception check. Hey, where did Karen go?
She's up at the door.
Oh, I thought you were doing the door to the west. Which door are you doing?
Yeah,
The one to
no,
the south?
asking about it. I can't move, so I couldn't move over there.
Oh, let me open it up. But I'll tell you.
Who has
Yeah.
the Santa hat on?
Noodle.
Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys can turn on and off your Santa hats, and your disguises.
I know, but I just was curious.
Yeah, so you don't hear anything out of the ordinary that you haven't heard on this level to date. You hear every once in a while you hear sort of the flutter of what sounds like candles burning in the other room. It's very quiet. Door doesn't appear to be locked, doesn't appear to be trapped. Just appears to be a door.
Is it unlocked?
It is unlocked. It doesn't appear to be locked. It doesn't appear to be trapped. And you guys can move. Caveat, you guys know the drill, right? You move someplace, it counts. Ah.
Karen, yeah,
How could we
go.
get in that door?
Did
So-
Karen go through the door?
Karen, open the door. So
can't-
Karen, what you see is this. Here lies a room that serves as a testament to the meticulous study and arcane practices that occur within these forsaken depths. Space, known as the Chamber of Arcane Endeavors, is a scholar's retreat within a vampiric enclave. Right? I'll send you this exciting image because I built it. Why not? Chamber of Arcane Endeavors is more than just a mere extension of the library. It's a sanctum of study where the pursuit of forbidden knowledge continues with fever.
Is there a person
fervor.
in it?
Oh yeah, isn't that
the-
a nice artifact? I could not get Midjourney to remove the half persons plopped on that desk.
Yeah.
Anyway, here no one was supposed to notice that. Way to go. Here, the line between academic pursuit and occult obsession blurs, and the very air seems imbued with the thirst for understanding that transcends moral boundaries. Right. So, some bad mojo. So in that room, you also see there's a door to the north, a door to the west, a door to the south, and then you have the various desk items.
Well, I think we need to look.
Cyrus, why are you glowing so much?
Am I still?
Yeah, you still
I
have the
was
effect.
detecting magic.
Yeah,
okay.
it lasts for
Are-
10 minutes, right? Wasn't that the idea?
Yeah.
You
Um,
are one with the Matrix.
And let me give a backup. So I forgot that Alicia and David weren't here last time, correct?
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, they missed out on the
The fun.
the explosives.
The blowing up, yeah.
Yeah, it was hilarious, I have to say. It may be my second favorite thing you guys have done since you killed all those goblins in their sleep in Goblin Slumber Party Massacre.
Oh my god, that's epic.
That actually should be a movie. Why is that not a movie? Or a punk rock band album, right? Like, or the name of a band. It could also be the name of the band. Anyway, so what happened was you guys were up in that library. You made your way through the altar, and I believe you dispatched a couple of vampire spawn, correct, on the way through, right? You could have that you guys as a party. You guys could have went south down that hallway. You chose to go back, or to go around to the northeast. You did. You followed it around to the other entrance, one of the three entrances. The far east entrance took a hard south, and that led you to either head. I'm giving you a lot in your brain to work with here, David. You could either head east into that conference room I talked about, and then you also opened the door, and it led to another one of those round coffin rooms. Right?
Okay.
So you kind of were like, I think we've been here maybe, or something similar. Avoiding touching anything that time, you went into that conference room. And as a reminder, since they didn't get to see it, this is what it looked like.
Oh.
Right.
Wow.
So it was like some serious badassery must happen there, right? And then as
coven.
such, yeah. So there was like
There's
central.
lots of symbols.
Yeah. You also found this. Right? So you found that map that had markings from the Black Cult of the Dragon.
Or
For
Tom's
those
handwriting.
no, it's in Brother Samael or whoever wrote it. I wish I had better handwriting. I do not. But it works to my advantage because you can't make out what I say half the time, and that's just not part of the narrative. Anyway, if you guys go into your journal tab, the little open book, right, and you go into player handouts, and it says like handout pages. You guys see that, right? That ugly blue folder.
Yeah.
You'll see that there's a couple of items. There's a picture of Krampus for some reason, but there's also there's that East Farron
the
map, and there's also the map that you already had from Farron, right? But you have that marked up one from the black. And I think you can probably click in on those, open in a new tab. You can probably open them in another browser window if you want to zoom in on them. So anyway, I wanted to make sure that you guys have access to that. So anytime you guys have imagery or something you want to save, you can just say, hey, dude, can we save this? This is something I would put in my pocket, or this is something I would put in my handout folder. Because I can create handouts from pretty much anything, I think. All right,
I love
so
that's fantastic.
so then you guys
Awesome.
you guys did a search and discovered a hidden door on the south wall, right? And I believe you picked that lock, if I'm not mistaken, successfully.
Sounds like Oh.
And then you went down that hallway, which is basically a thin hallway, room enough for one person. If you're very close friends, you could scoot by each other. And you found that there was another door at the very south end, and it was locked. Had a hard time.
That's the one we couldn't pick, right?
Well, you eventually could have picked, but I don't let you pick it over and over until you succeed, right? So I think you tried to pick it, if I'm not mistaken, and failed. And then Karen was like, wait a minute, I've got this like bundle of dynamite. So I think put down like 9 sticks or something and mostly blew it up. And then Bing threw down a stick of dynamite and blew it up the rest of the way. You guys made your way into this alcove. I already explained what happened at that south wall. You have now unlocked the door between the two. Huzzah. You are caught up.
9 sticks of dynamite.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is fantastic.
And to be frank,
my God.
I didn't know. I mean, out of character, out of game, like there was no part of me was like, what if they blow up that door? So that's what's entertaining about this is because like there was no world where I expected you guys to do that. So, did I share with you my principles for level design? I think I did, right? Like the 5 things, and one of them is there has to be redundancies. So assume that you'll find a way in that you're not supposed to.
Yes.
So you triggered one of my redundancies. Anyway, back in game. Yeah, so Karen, you're in the door. It's about shoulder width. No one could really scoot by you. And it's an interesting room. It looks a little bit more leveraged than the room that you're currently in. There's the one on the east. There's a lot of tomes. There's a lot of things. A lot more organized. But like this is definitely the room of someone or something who has spent a lot of time sort of going through stuff.
I think we should check out this room since Karen walked in. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yes.
First, I turn around and I yell back, "Hey guys, I found a chamber of arcane endeavor."
Ooh. Let me see.
Yes. The wizard through. Karen, want to push through?
The keyboard not working. Okay, there we go.
I spy a desk or yeah,
So-
I would very much like to experiment inside
Awesome.
here.
You can do so after this bit of narrative. So, Karen, as you walk in, you notice another door. Eastern. There we go. So, yeah, so you see another door, right? And above this door, it says, let's see, east, west. It says, "In the forge of battle, our resolve is tested. Speak the name of our endearing spirit and be welcomed as kin."
One more time.
In the forge of battle, our resolve is tested. Speak the name of our endearing spirit
Hold on.
and be welcomed as kin. And this was established in the last game. I didn't think of this when I wrote it, but immediately Noodle chimes in.
Ah. The dwarvish word for unyielding is Khazadrun.
What?
Khazadrun is what she says. And then as she says that, you hear that same sort of, like from the southern door, you hear those same mechanical sounds. That something is moving, resetting after a short amount of time, and then sort of rearmed or whatever. Karen, you see door in front of you. Want to roll an investigation check, or a perception check, investigation check? What are you doing?
How
Perception
about
check.
until somebody tells me not to?
Well, you're going to open a door? Go for it.
Unless somebody tells me not to, I'm giving the party a chance to tell me
Well,
not to.
The
I'd
noodle's
like
in
to
there with
see
you.
what-
But,
Magic?
I'd like to see what's on that desk and what's on that shelving unit.
all right, let me see Karen through, and then you'll be up on deck, Nick Maylock. I'll move you into that room then. Okay. I'm moving you next to the desk. Sound good?
I love it.
And I'll move little Zippy into the room too, just because that's little Zippy's role, is to just barnacle along. All right, so Karen, we're gonna have you roll.
Open door.
You want to? Oh, I'm sorry. You're just gonna open a door. All right, so go ahead and try.
Well,
Fucking door's broke.
Door's locked. Yeah, so you feel it. You feel it. It feels very similar to the other locked door.
broke.
Right, you're sensing some sort of stereophonic experience here, right?
I thought we
This is
heard
a pseudo mirror.
Oh, we heard a mechanism moving though.
You did. You heard a mechanism move in the other
We
room.
did, but it closes back up. It
Oh.
opens for a second and then.
And Noodle wants to know, like, do you want Noodle to say that word again?
Yeah. Khazadrun, something like that.
Yeah.
Khazadrun.
And again, you hear like this thing, like sort of resetting, or sort of like this mechanism. Sort of, it sounds a lot like it's disarming, right? Like there's something
Can we
happening
try
in there.
opening it while it's in the middle of doing that.
Yeah, absolutely. So after about 30 seconds, you hear that thing reset. And so, Karen, on your command, Noodle will say the word in my voice this time.
I feel like we're trying to open like the car door, and somebody like keeps locking it. Or, like right
Yes.
Yes, the old
Alright.
locks. I love it.
All right, say it now. Go.
Kazdron. Tick, 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 tick. Doors remains locked. So just like the other door, it like your normal intuition says like that saying has some other purpose. It's not unlocking this door.
I think it's disarming a trap on the other side.
Yeah, makes sense.
I believe we established it was somewhere around 40-second or 45-second mark that it remains silent before you hear it reset itself.
All right.
So let's remember that before we go in.
Yeah. All
So-
right, somebody with intelligence over 12 needs to figure this shit out.
Should we
And
let
we hear
Karen
it on the other side of the door that Karen is in next to.
Do you hear what now?
Yes.
We hear
Oh, yeah.
the mechanism turning
Yep,
on the other side of the door that Karen is at.
Yeah, so you've now there's two doors to the south.
Okay.
Each door has some sort of a similar thing, right? So your mental math is like Bing pointed out that there's probably some sort of trap on the other side of that door that is disarming, and there's two of them. Now, Nick, you asked about the desk, if I'm not mistaken.
And the shelving unit, but we'll get to that in a second.
All right, so I need you to roll a d20. Would someone like to roll a d2, just a normal
I
d20?
can roll it.
All right.
How much damage does Nick take from a paper
Yep.
cut?
A 5.
From picking up a
Ooh.
book.
So Nick finds a book.
Ooh.
The first book he finds it's Whispers of the Void, Unveiling the Arcane Dark. Right? This is bound in materials that that sort of shifts visibly between shades of deep purple and black. Deep purple, anyone? No deep purple reference? I thought immediately there'd be a deep purple reference. The cover's embossed with these symbols that seem to move and change when not looked at directly. So like when you look off to the side, the symbols change. It's a little off-putting. They're glossy black with silver text that glows faintly in the dark. You also find another book. Oh, I should hit return. Hold on. So I'm putting this into the chat window. I think you should all be able to see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you find another book that looks like it's it's handwritten, like it might be an early draft of something, and it's called "The Rise of the Shadow: The Chronicles of the Black Cult of the Dragon."
Ooh.
I think I got a copy of that.
Yeah, it's a bestseller.
Yeah.
Right, as I think Oprah was a recommended read by Oprah.
I only have volume 1 then.
You should add it to your Goodreads. It should put it on your want to read bookshelf on Goodreads.
I think it's a Netflix series now.
Way too many rapid fire references. But anyway, this ominous tome is covered in scales that resemble those of a black dragon. Radiates a dark aura. The cover is marked with symbols and intertwines a dragon with a demonic figure representing Baphomet. The pages are a deep shade of black with text written chillingly elegant script that glows faintly red in the dark. The book is not only a manifesto of the Black Cult of the Dragon's intentions, but also a guide to the dark rituals and summoning practices. Its pages are a treasure trove of forbidden knowledge, making it a highly sought-after item by those who wish to delve into the darkest corners of magic and power. However, its contents are also a dire warning of the looming threat posed by the cult's ambitions. Most of the pages seem to be encrypted in some way. So when you're thumbing through it, Nick, you get the willies, honestly. You can't really make anything out. You do hit chapter 7, and you can sort of make out what it says in sort of some broken text, and it's something about the Nether Sea Key. And it says, and normally I would make you read this yourself, but you're on a phone. It says, our search leads us to the shadows of history, the sunken city beneath the Moon Sea, a place that many believe to be a mere legend, the Nether Sea, lost to time and shrouded in mystery. It holds an artifact of unimaginable power. This relic, known only to the few as the Heart of the Shadows, is said to be the key to unlocking the gates that hold back chaos. Our plan is to use this artifact, along with others, to bridge the realm and bring forth Baphomet himself. The summoning of this demon lord is not just a devotion, but a catalyst for the world's rebirth in darkness. The ancient incantation goes, Ex umbre, chaos niscar, par draconian, mundas rescasator. From the shadows, chaos is born. Through the dragon, the world is reborn. Our path is clear, our will unbreakable. The era of the dragon and the demon is upon us, and none shall stand in our way. ... Bum, bum, bum.
Dun dun dun.
Yeah, so you can see that it's been authored by Brother Blackstone. I'm trying to remember your backstories. For anyone who has a backstory, Bing, this might be you, right? You have some dealings with the darker side of things. If I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
You gave me a backstory that I liked, Tom.
Thank you. So this name rings a bell. He's a notorious member of the Black Cult of the Dragon, and one of the higher ups, right? Yeah. And that's all. I'll just leave it at that. So yeah. So really,
You're taking that book, right, Nick?
Yeah, I'm taking both books.
All right. So
Okay.
both books. So let me drop those in your inventory.
I feel like Zippy is in heaven right now.
Yeah.
All
If
evil.
Zippy could smile, well, Zippy can't smile. Just look at his picture. Just assume that's what he looks.
Yeah, that is the face he's making right now. Always.
All right. So those I gave you those two. I gave you the two books that you found. If anyone else wants to search, speak now. If you do, let me know in advance of rolling. You'll need to roll a d20. Nick, you can't roll again.
Not that random search thing?
Not for that. This is if you're specifically searching bookshelves.
Oh, I'll search the bookshelf.
Roll a d20. Oh, and I'll paste that book, the other book. There it is.
Do I need
The
to
rise-
go over there by it?
No, it's Theater of the Mind.
Okay, just checking.
What are we drinking, Mr. Mude?
Mm,
Ooh,
little bourbon.
bourbon.
Mm.
Are we all bourbon people? Did we just happen to be a group that loves bourbon? I love bourbon.
Yeah,
Like-
bourbon.
Bourbon's my jam. All right. So you got a 15. That means that you have found something spectacular. And by the way, there are rolls where you don't get anything, so consider yourself lucky.
Sweet.
You have found a book called Rituals of the Night, Moonlit Mysteries Unveiled. It's like one of those 80s unsolved mystery shows. So this book, its cover is also a deep blue with silver accents that mimic the night sky. It feels strangely warm, as if you're holding a piece of the night within its pages, right? From what you can tell, this book focuses on rituals performed under the moonlight, often involving elements of nature and the cosmos. It discusses lunar phases, astrological alignments, different dark rituals. It provides some instructions and warnings for there who dabble. There is one excerpt. It is the lunar binding ritual. It's performed under a full moon where the forces of night are at their peak. It requires circle of moonstone and the burning of midnight incense. As the moon reaches its zenith, the practitioner chants, "By the power of Grayskull." No, I'm kidding. "By the moon's full glow, bind the power encircled below." And this ritual is used to harness the lunar energy for strengthening magical barriers or seals. So,
Ooh, that's good.
interesting stuff here, right? So and who rolled it? That was Fabia, right?
That was me, yeah.
Fabia, you now own Rituals of the Night. Night.
Also a Netflix series.
Season 2. Season 1 was not near as good as Season 2 is going to be. But anyway, anyone else? Or are we done?
I think the magic people have what they need.
Do I get the sense that there's the holographic book, the purple and black one?
Mm-hmm.
Do I get a sense that there may be some spells in there that I could use?
You don't know. It's encrypted, right? You do know that it's going to take some serious time to study. So this is one of... You're talking about the Whispers of the Void, right?
Yeah, the Whispers of the Void. Yeah.
Yeah. Let me look again. I can't remember how encrypted it is.
Oh, so
Oh,
they're
yeah.
both encrypted.
Yeah, I didn't even read your excerpt. Yeah, so for this void, so yeah, there's arcane practices in here, right? They're forbidden. You can read all of these, but you don't necessarily understand everything. The one excerpt that you get is, "In the deepest shadows of magic lies the path to true power. To call upon the void is to tap into an ancient source, a wellspring of dark energy. The practitioner must be wary, for the void whispers back. Its words, a seductive melody of unlimited power and knowledge. As the ancient incarnation goes, in umbra veritas, in vacu potentia, which means in shadow, truth, in void, power. This chant is the key to opening the first gate of the void. ... Bum bum bum."
Dun, dun, dun.
So yeah, this isn't like a Julia Child's Anyone Can Cook book, right? This is like this is going to require some study, and not like a long rest study. Like, you're going to have to spend some serious time, some Gandalf time, right, in some sort of a library, smoking your long pipe, right, to figure some things out. But yeah, you definitely get the feeling that you can learn some stuff from this. Any other people wanting to look for books? Look for anything
Sure,
specific?
I will.
All right,
Yes.
Mr. Bing, please roll a d20. D20. 15. That means we round up. Ah,
I got a rock.
kind of. I'm a little befuddled that you guys keep rolling stuff that is real. I mean, that like there's plenty of like you find nothing moments, but you haven't hit them yet. For you Evil Dead fans, Bing has found the Necronomicon, Chronicles of the Undead. And you are welcome if you look at the image on that book. Bound in what appears to be human skin, this grim and foreboding tome exudes an aura of dread. Its pages are ancient parchment, filled with unsettling illustrations, and text in an unknown script that seems to shift and writhe. The Necronomicon, it's a legendary book of the dead, filled with forbidden knowledge about death, resurrection, and necromancy. It is said to contain spells that raise the dead, communicate with spirits, and command undead things. This book is highly sought after, but also feared for the dark power it holds. There's an excerpt. Shall we? Oh, we shall.
Let's.
One of the most feared spells within these pages is the Invocation of Deathless Spirit. It requires an offering of blood and ashes, no pun intended, and its resuscitation of ancient incarnation. Spiritus Aeterum Mortem Supra Ad Me Vene, or Eternal Spirit, conquer death, come to me. This spell is said to summon the spirits of the dead, binding them to the caster's will. However, the cost of meddling with such forces is often far greater than any mortal can bear. Dude, I had to have an homage to my favorite horror movies. So,
Lit, man.
all right, so let me drop that into your inventory. Fabia, make sure that you have it,
Sure.
and Bing, make sure you have it. These are real books. So, for those playing along at home, I'm building an actual library of books that you guys can find all over the place that actually are real. So it's not just like a title.
I'm
All
looking
right.
forward to being able to craft. That's what I'm excited about.
I thought you might be, Alicia. I'm using your real name because we're out of character now. Because I've hiked with you, we've done a lot of backpacking together, and I know that while the destination is interesting, the gear is what you love.
Yes,
All right.
you are correct, sir.
Exactly. Last chance if anyone else wants to roll, otherwise we're going to move on.
All right. Which direction do you want to go?
All right, so now anyone who wants to just do a general search, not the bookshelf, feel free to go ahead and at your leisure roll that random search, because this motherfucker, he added who rolled what to the goddamn thing. Damn! Karen finds herself a vicious dagger. I assume you would like the vicious dagger. The GM just remembered he probably has this set that everyone finds a thing for testing purposes earlier this week. Except for Steven. You're one of the
It was
20%.
hard
I think it was
to
set to
figure out.
80% find.
Yeah.
Do we need a crowbar? Because that's what I found.
Well, did you think you needed dynamite? Is the question.
I don't know. We might want to steal some cars later.
That's right.
Okay, I'll keep it.
Karen, I've added the vicious dagger 1 to your inventory.
Does anybody else want a vicious dagger, by the way?
I will take a vicious dagger.
Hey, do you want to trade? I could use a crowbar.
Okay,
All right.
we'll trade.
Okay, then let me remove the crowbar from her, and let me just drop him. It'll be easier if I just drop him into it. Actually, no. You want in the lower right-hand corner or in lower left-hand corner? There's a button that says trade. Hit trade. Just do it yourselves. I don't have to dick with this shit.
I
This
also
isn't
have that vicious greatsword if anybody wants it.
Is it the Sid Vicious greatsword?
Too easy.
I know. Do you know what I've been listening to, you guys? I know no one cares, but I'm going to tell you anyway. I've been obsessed with early Cars albums.
Wait.
They were.
Shoot.
I know that
accidentally
people like
closed
the
that
Cars.
cliff.
They were underrated.
Yes, I agree with that actually.
I mean, while I like the album Heartbreak City, right? It's poppy, but it has some love in here. They were sort of a post-punk band prior to that, and they were fucking awesome.
Yeah, I think they're a lot weirder earlier.
Tom, did you give me the crowbar?
Shit, yeah, I did. Did you not want it?
I don't see it to trade.
Oh, you know what, Karen? I'm just gonna give you the goddamn crowbar. It's not like, it's not like some mysterious thing. All right, so like, check your inventory. You should have a crowbar now. Karen's gonna be crowing the shit out of stuff, right?
Is he still carrying the
Excited for it.
Yeah.
He's not carrying that barrel of meat anymore, is he?
Yeah, he's still Karen. Wherever you go, Karen's got this giant barrel on her shoulder.
He's
I don't remember her ever dropping it.
No, I still got it. 70 pounds.
That's fucking awesome.
It's ridiculous.
One day, I'm
That
gonna
was
pull it
so
out.
far. That was so long ago. I love that. We've traveled through the desert. And you're just carrying this barrel of meat.
Awesome. All right, so we're so you guys, anyone now who wants to just do a general search? Oh wait, you just did that. Never mind.
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah,
we just did
Sorry.
that. Do you
That's the
want us to do? Yeah.
That's the martini talk. I don't actually drink as much as I used to during COVID times, and now one martini makes me silly.
All right, so we've got 2 more doors here. Three more doors. Shit.
Well, we can't get through the bottom one, right? So do we want to go?
Do you want me to try to pick the lock?
Let's try picking the lock, and if not, then we'll go maybe west.
All right, Fabio, move into place, and I will do a pick the lock with you.
I feel like Karen's like, funnily enough, I just commandeered this crowbar.
Totally. I've got thieves' tools too. It's a crowbar.
Karen, that's a crowbar.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
All right. And do that epic roll.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know that your 5 is gonna, or your 10 is gonna meet that needed 32.
Yeah.
It has to be a 32.
Yeah, I shared a DC with you guys. Yeah,
I don't. Then that's never possible.
this is
I
a
don't have a
serious.
plus
It's a
12.
seriously complicated lock.
Okay. Well, then I don't
Let's
have
go
a
left.
plus 12.
Yeah, you don't have a plus 12, but I'm not gonna stop you. You sit there and fiddle with it.
Well,
On the plus side, you didn't
dynamite
hear.
it.
I mean, Fabia, there is a benefit, right? So you fiddled with it. You're like tweaking at it, and you're trying to get these things. But man, you're like, Jesus Christ, there's so many tumblers, and there's things that you're not even sure are tumblers in there. Who knows what it is? At one point, you think there might be a finger. Who knows? But anyway, the plus side is, despite the mechanisms on the other side, and you monkeying with the door, you aren't hearing any like darts, or you aren't hearing anything hit the window or hit the door, right? So
Yeah. So that's.
so
good.
yeah, so the mechanism's not connected to the door.
Do we have a sense that the nature of the lock is mechanical and not magical?
Yes, just given her sleight of hand, normal, her innate ability, this is absolutely a mechanical lock.
we don't have a key anywhere that we found, right?
No,
That
but
we
you
haven't
haven't
used?
explored the central. Well, you've explored part of the central, but you haven't explored the southeast and the southwest.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure we haven't already grabbed one and forgot we had it.
I've mosey over to the door to the west,
Okay.
and kind of putting my hand out and looking back at the rest of the party.
Do
Let's
it.
do it.
Do it.
I love Karen. I love that you're playing your character as intended. It seems like this works for me. Yeah. So do what you're gonna do. Ah, this looks familiar to you, Karen. This is that long hallway that you your mental math, your sort of spatial reasoning. The door to the west is the door you came through, that led to that round coffin room, and on the other side of that door, is a sort of the trap, like the two statues. So you've now mentally sort of mapped the northern half of this.
Okay. There's.
So we need to go up.
Yeah.
So-
have we been to I don't think we've been to the room to the north. I think we skipped that one somehow.
Let's do it.
All right, go for it.
Oh,
Wait.
I see a coffin.
Is it sarcophagus room? Or...
Yep, you see another sarcophagus room, and this does look vaguely familiar from some of the symbols. You believe that you came through the door to the north side. It was just to the west of the library, or to the meeting room. Just to the west of the meeting room.
Okay. Oh yeah, so we went out the other side of this one.
Yeah.
Well,
And by the way, I will
Yeah,
never
no,
stop
so-
any of you from grabbing real life graph paper and graphing this stuff yourself or sketching things, but I'm doing my best to. In the amount of time you've been here, you would have had a rough idea of how far you've traveled. So roughly.
You know, one thing that is like different in most games than it is in the way the map works here is that, like usually in most games it's like kind of like fog of war, but tracks where you've been.
Yeah.
Yes.
And here it's like always just sight lines, and
Yep.
so you can't
So
see where. you've
This
been.
I
is a lot
can
more
enable fog of war.
Yeah.
Right, and honestly, I defer to the team. If you guys want fog of war, I can do that. But here's the benefits. Yes, you're right. You will see where you've been, like a video game. The downside to that is, in the real world, in the role playing, like in your mind, like I have awareness of what's on the other side of my door to the north there because I know my house, right? But I can't actually see it, right? I don't literally
Yeah.
know. I know how to get to work, but I can't remember everything that's on the way there. So the way I've been
like
approaching
this
this was sort of real life, like what would you know and remember? So like whatever you guys remembered, you'd remember, right? But I'm happy to adapt to fog of war if that's what you guys want. It really comes down to sort of preference at this point. But it would have to be. We would have to start that on the next level because I can't enable fog of war halfway through.
Yeah.
But it supports
Do you
that.
guys wanna Do you guys want to go down, or do you want to? Can we go to the right and then down?
We can't go down. Those are the locked doors,
No,
right?
To the right and then down.
Yeah, in the other
West.
one down.
You mean to the left and
The
down, or
left.
to the right and down?
We can go this way, and there's a door here.
But
You
that
already-
one's locked too.
That's locked. You've already
That's
explored
locked
that.
too?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh crap! All right,
Yeah,
then we only have one place is down, then, right?
Yeah. Did we come
Left
from-
and down.
We've already been left.
We went.
No, we went north.
Yeah, but did we came through?
You
This
right where you
door.
are, Karen. Let me fast track you. So like I'll give you verbal fog of war. You have stood in that spot, Karen, and you had to make a choice, and you chose north.
Okay, so we haven't been south.
You have not been
Let's
south.
go south.
I say we
Right.
go south.
I agree. Do it, Karen.
Sure. Lead the way.
I think you're gonna have to move Noodle, right?
Follow the green
Oh
woman.
Christ! I
with
should
the
move
shoulder
Noodles. Yeah. I'll stack
and the
Noodle up.
barrel.
She'll sort of run. She'll always sort of follow Bing.
Right, fair.
All right, there's another door here going to the west.
Yep. So that's the only way to go. You can go just to the west. That's the only route.
No, I'm kidding. Open the door. Should we perception check the door?
Yeah, I'll at least give it a little quick listen.
All right. Can you move one space forward
Oh,
then?
what does Cyrus detect?
His
virus.
magic has faded away. His detect magic is gone. It's gone.
It's gone.
Okay.
But he's still.
Bad.
Yeah, I still see the effect.
Oh,
Yeah.
really?
It's still happening.
Oh, do you
Yeah.
really?
Oh.
Yeah.
Let me see.
Yeah,
It,
it's still
yeah. Let me cancel the. I don't see the effect. Oh, it's funny. I see the effect on the player view. I do not see the effect on mine.
Interesting.
Perception check,
Because
and
I
then
see
what?
it on your I see it on your screen, Tom.
Yeah, that's the player screen. So I'm showing you the player screen.
Oh, okay.
What's funny is that on his effects tab, it's not there either.
Yeah, that's interesting. All right.
Yes. All right, Kieran, you got a 17. You sense that the door is not unlocked. Door feels cold to the touch, just like all of the other sort of cryptish doors. You don't hear anything unsettling from the other side. It sounds as still as death itself.
All right, it's another baby vampire room.
Yeah, so let's do a chat, little narrative here. Deep within the blood jar of Emperor, blah, 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 southern coffin chamber, a sanctum of solitary prose. It's subtly illuminated by an unseen ethereal light source. It centers around a single prominent feature, a lone majestic coffin. You're familiar. It's a place where time seems suspended, a haven for reflection, blah, blah, blah. A singular coffin serves as a stark reminder of the vampire's eternal existence, blah, 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 blah. So there's a coffin in the middle of the room. You see a door to the north and a door to the south, and nothing this time to the west. Now, Karen, your fog of war brain knows that that door to the north probably opens to that other coffin room that you've been in.
Yep. All right, I'm gonna head toward the south.
All right, I'm gonna move Noodle over to here by you guys.
And then-
Really, really fighting the urge to jump up on the sarcophagus.
Yeah, don't do that.
You are very close to it. If you had touched it, things might have happened. So, Kieran, you are now once again against a door.
So much door.
You want to roll something, or are you just going to go right in?
Let's go.
Yeah. I'll bust it open.
Ooh. Unexpected. Upon entering this, one is immediately struck by the chamber of serene ambience. The walls are smooth, carved from the mind's natural stone, and imbued with a subtle warmth, as if holding the memories of the earth itself. Soft glowing crystals embedded in the rocks provide a gentle, calming light that fills the space with a soothing luminescence. In the center of the room lies a large, flat stone slab, the room's focal point. The slab is polished to a mirror-like sheen. It's surrounded by a rift of soft, luminous moss that gives off a faint, otherworldly glow. The air is cool and still, carrying a hint of subterranean freshness that contrasts with the mind's usual dankness. So this room makes you just feel great, Karen. Right? As a matter of fact, so as soon as you step into the room, I gotta check something 1 second. Can you roll a 1d4 for me?
Uh-oh.
This is how. I feel like dankness was a clue. You have to get high.
Dude.
All right, and
You're
Skylar, roll a
really looking
1d4.
axe, man.
Karen, you walk into the room, and you immediately feel like super, super good, and you get back 3 hit points just by walking into the
Ooh.
room. Skylar, you walk into the room, and you feel super good, and you get back 4 hit points.
Were they injured?
Guys,
Karen
you gotta
was.
check this room out.
Oh.
Karen, did I give you back your 3? I did, didn't I? Oh, no, I didn't hit it. I have to hit 3. There it is.
I don't know where Zippy went. Oh, there he is.
There it is. Okay. Now, who else walked in the room? Fabia,
I did.
roll a 1d4. All right. Ooh, good roll. 4 points. All right. So you got a 1d4. Bing, roll a 1d4, please.
Is David coming in? Is Nick coming in the room?
You have to ask Nick. I assume
Nick,
so.
you coming in the room?
Sure
You feel
am.
slightly better, Bing. Not as great as you'd like to.
Well, that sucks.
Let's see.
I want-
Noodle
I wanna-
walks in, and Noodle, she rolls a 1d4. What does she get? She gets a 2. She feels okay.
Dude.
Up it goes.
Feels stank.
I mean, it depends on if you're hurt. And then where's Nick? I gotta find Nick. Did we leave Nick behind? Yeah, Nick's
Yeah, a little
Nick's
bit.
still studying. So Nick, you see like Nick like scurry back into the room. Skadoosh, there he is. And Nick, I'm gonna roll a 1d4 for you, and
All right.
you get a 4.
All right.
So Nick, you get a 4. Let's give you 4 points. I don't think you're hurt at all, but a 4.
I feel super dank.
All right, so you're in this room, and yeah, this is a crazy, a crazy room where just by being in this room, you feel serene. You feel almost the opposite of vampiric, right? Like it's giving you health back.
Do we want to maybe wake up what's inside the coffin?
Well, there is a
think we
coffin in
should
the middle of the room. Do you want to touch it?
I think
I
we
mean-
should investigate.
Very want to touch it, but
You guys want to do a group investigation?
Yes.
Into
Group
the
investigation.
All right, group investigation coming up. Investigation.
Shut the door, Thomas, too.
1 second. Start epic roll.
That's a epic roll.
Ooh, someone got a crit.
Ooh.
ooh, I investigated poorly.
You chose poorly.
-1 intelligence. Like
And I'll roll for Nick. Nick, I got you all of a 9 or something. 10. All right.
10.
Didn't someone roll a 20? Was it
It
Skylar?
was me.
Yeah.
Oh, but you have a
My
-1, don't you?
intelligence.
Yeah. I'm like, yeah. So this room. So what you know is that this is more than a physical space. This is a sort of a spiritual haven. There is something sort of remarkable about this room. Unlike the other tombs where it feels like death, this very much feels like life. You're not sure what's in the coffin, right? If anything, but you do feel like that coffin is radiating. Someone just rolled something. But you feel like that coffin is sort of radiating life, and just being near it makes you feel really good, which is kind of odd because it's a coffin. Noodle has heard of such rooms in sort of her dwarven lore, right? And it suggests, like, what you know, it's like she's heard rumors of rooms that possess healing properties, capable of mending more than just sort of physical ailments, right? They'll change your mood, they'll change your mental state, they'll change your alignment. Miners,
They'll change your alignment?
yeah, there's miners have found their ways into these sorts of rooms, and entered with a broken spirit where all is lost, and left with a newfound sense of peace, right, ready to take on the world. It's a very reverent, sacred place, right? And it's just odd to find it within the bowels of so much sort of like death and darkness and evil. It feels like a place of good.
How does Zippy feel being in here?
Oh, I should bring Zippy in. Hold on.
He is in. I brought him in.
Oh, you brought him in. Okay. Roll an insight check for Zippy, would you? Do you know how to do that? I can't really roll it for him. Matter of fact, I don't even see Zippy in here. Where is he at?
He is.
Is he
He's
under
right
somebody?
there.
He's next.
He's next to Nick.
Oh, there he is. Okay.
He's next to me.
Oh, maybe I can. Let's see if
Uh.
let's see if I can do this. Oh, I can't. No, I can't. Let me see if I can do it with this other one, this other tool. Hold on. Oh, I can. Okay, so let's do me a favor and a request. So in the chat window. Hey, boss. I don't not feel so good.
Good in this room. I feel good. I feel healthy, but I do not feel good in general. I'm wondering if we can leave this room. There's goodness in this room. I do not like this goodness. Have you considered the path of evil? Evil is the way.
So yeah, it's making Zippy uncomfortable. Like clearly, it's making him feel good, but making him feel good makes him feel bad.
So
Little Zippy.
I bring him to me.
Now you got to ask yourself: Is Zippy a golden retriever that likes big hugs, or is Zippy more like a black lab who does not understand the human's need to hold it?
That's what he is.
So I think Zippy tolerates it, but it is not comforting to Zippy when you hug little Zippy.
No, I'm not hugging him. I'm bringing him closer to me.
Yeah, he's not real down with that. You can feel him sort of pulling away. Like he respects your authority, but he's not down with your love.
Does
Affection.
Does Noodle recognize anything about the coffin itself? Are there any markings or anything?
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there anything scrawled on it or?
Yeah, Noodle Noodle in sort of innately, you see her sort of reaching her hand as she looks around to the rest of you and saying should I? So she's reaching out for the coffin.
Yes.
So Noodle places her hand on the coffin, and 1 second. Up he goes. She gets a bit of a buff. She was at her full health, so she gets a bit of a buff to her health. And she looks just happy as a clam. All right, so 5 up. Did someone say cocktail? Looks like I need. You know what? I huzzah that. I'm gonna go and give you one of these. Yes, your perspective is refreshing. It is time for a drink.
Karen, you want to touch that coffin too.
Yeah, I definitely, after Noodle didn't blow up, I reach out and touch it too.
Awesome. So, Karen, you reach out, you touch that coffin, and the first thing you feel is you're a little hurt. Your HP is a little bit down, and the first thing that you feel is boom. You are at full health. Yeah. And you have this sort of wave of happiness come over you. Now, Noodle was at full health, so she got a little bit of a buff. You were not at full health, but it brought you up to baseline. What else is going on, you guys?
I'll touch the coffin too.
All right, Fabia reaches her hand out and touches the coffin. And where are you at, Fabia? Fabia's already at. Oh, she already has an extra hit point. So yeah, Fabio, you reach out and you're already feeling pretty okay. But once you touch that coffin, you feel a little more okay. So let's give you 4. There you go. So you now are supercharged.
Should we ask Noodle about whether or not we should open this coffin?
Oh, that makes me very uncomfortable. It feels like there are things here that we should just appreciate.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
I don't know if we should meddle with the goodness surrounded by badness.
I agree.
Yes.
Alright.
Are you sure? Doesn't anyone want to pry open that coffin? Not a single one of you wants to pry open that coffin. I'm joking.
Do you think we should all touch the coffin and all get souped up and then go fight that vampire above us?
So the only people who have not touched it so far are Skylar and Bing.
And me, I don't think I've touched it. I think I rolled to just.
Oh, all right. So who?
I just entered.
So let's do Nick. So Nick, you touched the coffin, and you're at full health, and you suddenly feel this goodness sweep over you, and you feel you feel beyond healthy. 5 hit points beyond healthy actually.
feel the goodness of the biscuit.
You do. You feel the honey drip. Who's up next? Bing, are you touching the coffin?
Yeah.
Same with you. You are at full health, so you feel not just healthy, but you feel like you've gotten a buff.
Sweet.
Drug dealer, but I'll touch the coffin too.
All right, so Steven, you want to walk over? You got to touch the coffin close.
Guy.
I don't know why Karen has Steven targeted, but I think he's just ready for you to do something stupid.
Oh yeah, I targeted Steven earlier to do an insult, but it didn't work.
Oh, you know what?
I'm
Can you?
sorry.
I'll add that to a note. Like, it would be nice to insult someone specifically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do that.
Right now, it's just general insults. Like someone going like, you know, there's one about crayons that is, honest to God, my favorite one. Right? Like, I'd explain it to you, but I do not have the time nor crayons to do so, or something like that. So, anyway, you are at full health, so you also feel a wave of goodness sweep over you. You are now buffed by 5. So,
Is the
You're
only
feeling-
way out the way we came in?
no. So, fun fact. So the way you came out is the only way with the door. To the south, on the east wall and the west wall, there's a hallway leading in each direction.
Question. Which ways do you guys want to go, left or right?
Well, you're the
I say
leader,
we
so
go right. I say we go right. What do you think, Karen? And Party?
Sure. All right, going east.
Go.
all right. Tell me when you're stopping.
I see something. There's things to the north here, just past the entrance.
Oh, you're going up?
It looks like there's not much else up there, though.
It is
Yeah.
coffee.
So you guys walk in and you're sort of roaming around, and no sooner than, let's see, this group here, do you do so, then boom, out of these coffins jumps a whole bunch of shit.
Of course they do.
So you're now all in combat. Rest of room, Noodle would be following you. Nick, would you be following as well?
I is.
All right. So then I think, Fabio, do I have you in combat? No, I do not. I need to put this group here in combat. Yeah, so you guys just sort of like stumbled into an area, noodled around a little bit too much, bumped into some coffins, and lo and behold, things appeared. Boom, boom, boom. I'm trying to do multi-select. Hold on one second. There's that, and then we go. Boom. So just out of all of these coffins in this area, pop up. So before I let you roll initiative, I will say, because you didn't give me really time before you started tooling around. Yeah, so you found the southernmost crypts, right? As you enter this area, you it's not lost on you. The air turns markedly cooler, right? There's this musty sense of old age and stone and forgotten memories. You're seeing the sort of the walls are lined with alcoves, each holding a stone sarcophagi, and it's sort of adorned with sort of faded carvings, depicting the life and deeds of those interned within. Of course, this is dwarven craftsmanship, so it's exquisite. Dim flickering torches mounted sporadically along the walls cast a ghostly light, creating long dancing shadows that play tricks on the eyes. So let's send that to you. No, there it is. There's your nice image. Good times, good times.
Oh.
But yeah, these are large burial chambers, right? It's probably some notable figures. These aren't your sort of your commoner sort of areas. Several of the crypts show signs of recent disturbances. The lids are sort of askew. It looks like someone's rummaged through the areas. But yeah, some bad stuff's happened here. So on that note, I need you all to roll for initiative, please. I will roll for Nick.
I feel like I did.
Every time I click to roll a die now, it like brings up a separate little sub menu.
Does it ask you to enter to enter an amount?
Well,
What's it say?
should I just do initiative again or something? Or?
Well, go in your chat window, right to the right of where it says public roll or whatever that drop down says. There should be a square with an X in it. If you see 2 little dice, that means that you're in manual roll mode.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah, so you want it to be automatic is like a square with an X in it.
Oh, okay. All right.
Otherwise, so yeah, I could allow you guys can use real dice. Like I trust this group. So anyone who wants to use real dice, I'll let you roll real dice, and then you enter the dice into those little dice thingies. Kind of, I don't know, it's kind of cool if anyone ever wants to do like real dice. And just so you know, what would happen is if you entered like 20 and a 2, then you would actually see, just like everyone else, you'd see the dice roll on the screen and whatever else. But like, it allows you to sort of have that real world dice experience. It's up to you. Anywho, you've all rolled. We're going to begin combat. And up first is Mr. Skylar.
Alright, I'm gonna attack the one above Mr. Bing to keep him protected. Attack Mr. Link.
Yeah, Karen's up on a coffin.
Shocking.
I'm gonna try my new weapon, the Flatliner.
Ooh.
I'm curious to see what the benchmark of this battle
Holy
is.
shit.
Ooh, I missed.
Oh, yeah.
This
This
counter may be
deadly.
Yeah. Were we
Oh, does
supposed
it
to
does
see
it tell
that?
you that it's deadly?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, that sucks.
Wow, I counted a lot of vampires here, so.
Oh!
Yeah, 8.
Critical hit on the vamps.
Blink.
Yes, these are vampire spawn. These are clearly not. Oh, look at that! There's a vampire spawn Cliff, a Saltine, a Chaz, a Flink, a Bill, a Rob, a Jumpy, and an Alicia.
Alicia.
Boom.
I love it.
Alright.
All right, have you taken your 50 turns, Skylar? Oh, one thing I'm going to ask is that I was watching a video, like, if you guys could sort of, in advance, like, describe what your character is doing a little bit. You don't have to role play and voice or whatever, but just, I grabbed this, I'm doing that. That'd be great.
So I was attacking the guy above Bing. I missed with my sword, then I pulled up my crossbow. I got a critical hit.
Ooh.
And then I did a shoulder blow. Your target arm is severed at the shoulder and stunned for 2 rounds.
All right, stunned. Look at that.
And I'm going to... Now that he's stunned, I'm gonna... I think I'm gonna still attack him. I want to take him out while I can.
Yeah. I wouldn't blame you. The Flatliner. Is this a new sword you have?
It's I just renamed it.
Oh, it's no longer the Kevin Bacon.
No,
Jesus Christ, did you just literally do 26 points of damage? Fudge.
And I'm gonna pull up my dancing sword to the right of Bing.
All right, 2 shakes. Dancing sword
That's
coming
it.
in to the right of Bing. And that's all you can do is pull it out, right, for this round?
Let me just check my thing, but I'm no, I think I can pull out and get 1 attack. Let me just confirm. Sorry.
If so, I need to go back
go.
over. All right, it's still your turn.
Yeah, I can get attack with. I get to throw it out, and I can attack once at this turn.
All right.
Thanks for asking, Thomas. I might have crappy hit points, but at least I can attack.
Well, I don't know. You've done some pretty serious damage to Mr. Flink here.
Now the Kevin Bacon is called Kevin Bacon because it's the dancing sword. Kevin Bacon dances.
Oh no, I got that. I think that's clever. You guys all should name your weapons. We got the manager. We got the Kevin Bacon.
And it's called the Flatliner because it's Soul Blade. Kevin Bacon was also in the Flatliners. If you remember that movie.
Oh.
Just so you know, Flatliners I thought was an amazing movie.
Not the remake, the original.
No, the original.
Yeah,
Look,
of course.
They
when
remade it?
yeah, they remade it.
I didn't-
When Oh God, who's the Kiefer Sutherland? Kiefer,
Yes.
man, like that dude, like
Kiefer.
his performance in that made me want to cry.
Wow.
Right, like pretty amazing. Anyway, too many martinis. You guys hear some shuffling coming down the hallway, and I do lead shuffling. How far does this little dude get to me?
Everything.
Shuffling. Okay, I have to go to the bathroom. I'm gonna bladder noise. Then I'm gonna go.
All right.
I don't think he can walk through the sword, can he?
Nope. But you know what he can do? Attack it. Yeah, so there's a sword floating around, and this thing just like swaps at the sword, and lo and behold, it does a little bit of damage. And guess what? It gets to go again. Well, I need to see if it has to do a bite. I think if it says a bite, I'm not going to let it do it. What is the multi-attack action? Oh, nope. They both can be claw. Only one can be bite. Right. I shouldn't have said that out loud. I'm an idiot.
Too many martinis.
Yes, too many martinis. Oh, speaking of the number 2, misses. And that ends its turn. Hi, Favia.
Hi.
Have you met Cliff? Cliff the vampire spawn?
Not yet.
I want to suck your blood. Oh, hold on 1 second. I gotta change one setting here because I was all
Christmas,
clever.
This is not related to D&D. Over Christmas, we took a trip to Pismo Beach, or we did a road trip to San Diego and stayed in Pismo Beach along the way. There's a little resort there named the Cliffs, and we when we went in, we went to eat at the restaurant. It was the Cliffs restaurant. They had this gigantic thing called where they celebrate Christmas called Cliffsmas, and so they had it was just like Cliff shit everywhere. It was awesome.
I don't know if you know this, but did you know my dad's name was Cliff?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, he passed on, but I've always loved that name, right? And I know everyone goes like Big Red Dog, but I don't think Big Red. I think my dad. So yeah, Clifford Carroll. So normal. And normal. And so Favia, you get done bid into by this vampire.
Rude.
Rude, I know. You know, the good news is, hold on. It's a vampire. Restraint. Okay. One willing creature. All right, so
Luckily,
nothing
we
else.
can retreat into the room and touch the coffin.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. One wonders, will there be any repercussions for that? One cannot say. But also, guess what? So no sooner does his teeth bite into you, and you're like, "Ow, what the fudge, man?" That his claws come down. Or like, let's be frank, her claws. I don't know. I don't see gender. But she don't see you either because she missed you, and that ends her turn.
Jeez.
And move on. Noodle's up. Noodle like really can't push through too far, but she is within range of Vampire Cliff. So she is going to use her great sword of sharpness. And she has advantage with that weapon. Holy shit, she crits. It's a critical hit. Why don't I ever crit when I'm rolling as the monsters? Now she has to roll from the critical hit table. You seem familiar.
You one-shot me once with a crit.
As you attack your target, you had a childhood memory randomly pop into your head. A little companion from your past. Poof! Next to you appears that pet until your next long rest. Choose one of the following: a cat, a dog, a pig, a rabbit, or a chicken. They have 5 hit points and are your familiar for the day. Okay. So, I think she's going to choose a rat.
No, rat is not one of the choices.
Yeah.
Oh, was
A
it cat? Cat, hold on. Wait, hold on. What is?
I mean,
A rabbit.
5 hit points. That's fine. I mean, that's okay.
A rabbit.
Okay, yeah, hold on. I gotta go here. I gotta go here. What would Christy? You guys know Christy. What do you think she'd want?
She's your sister.
Is she?
You're gonna know her the best.
I know, but I feel like I'm biased as the DM.
A bunny, then.
Yeah, bunny.
A floppy-eared bunny.
And call
Alright.
it George.
All right, so hold on one second.
I will pet him, and hold him, and name him George.
George.
All right, I'm pulling him up. 1 second.
But like the long-eared bunnies.
5. This will take me 2 seconds to pull up. Rabbit.
I just realized that piggy bank has tusks.
Who?
The piggy bank for critical carnage.
Oh, yeah.
It has like tusks.
Trying to find. You know, I'm gonna override you. I don't think she'd be a rabbit. I think, based on our childhood, she would be this doofy ass. Was dog one of the choices?
Yes.
Yeah. So she would choose this guy. And then I need to go over here. Nothing is ever easy, you guys. So here. Go. Dog. There it is. And there we go. And we drag it down. And Skadoosh right here appears. Oh man. Hold on. It still says rat. Hold on. Is that? There. Okay, does that work? Update token. Okay. Now let's try. Dog diggity dog. So little dog diggity dog drops onto the scene. It has to be a little closer to Noodles, so it'd be right about here. All right. What else does it say to do? Anything. So 5 hit points, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep, we got 5 hit points. All right. And that ends Noodles' turn. Bing, you feel something breathing down your neck.
Kill it, Bing.
You know. All right, let's.
And
I can't turn around.
Well, it's not your turn.
Oh.
So,
sorry.
yeah, so you get you done get bit. Well, it tries to bite. Let's see if it works. Oh, she's stunned. She cannot do anything because she is stunned. So moves her turn.
All right.
But that's okay.
Hey, Steven.
Chaz jumps down. Skadoosh
Sorry.
targets Karen and goes for its multi-attack, and it goes bite. It has disadvantage. Chaz. And
That's weird science, right? Wasn't he the monster?
yep, Chaz, yep.
Yeah.
Chazmataz is actually from a book, a series I read. And then the second attack is with its claws. I hope. I do have to change my setting because I do not want it to untarget you guys every time I attack. Disadvantage. Because of flanking. And there you go. Normal. So Karen, you got a little bit hurt. Lost about 10 on that second attack. And that ends the vampire spawn. Chaz has this shit-eating grin on its face. Boom. Down from vampire spawn Bill comes flying down the hallway. And let's see, 5, 10. Jumps off the wall. Goes here. Pushes through. And I need to roll an athletics check real quick.
Come on, fumble. Fumble into the dancing sword.
Athletics.
Yes. That'd be awesome.
Request, so request was roll.
Oh,
No
God.
problem. Lands no problemo. And actually on its way
I saw
through,
that one.
takes a swat at the dancing sword. Its claws. And this is hits actually normal. And Skylar, your dancing sword, poof. So, oh man, can I control Z? Oh yeah. Your dancing sword disappears. Second attack comes to Bing.
Bing, I tried to save you. I lost my sword.
And it has to be a claw attack. Oh no, only one can be a bite attack. But it's okay, I already did it. No disadvantage. And it's a Bing. Bada bing, miss. Next up is Nick Maylock. Nick, you have Noodle in front of you, Favia in front of you, and Skylar in front of them. What do you want to do? Do you want to try to push through? There's nowhere really to stand. Or do you want to hang tight?
Yeah.
We got to get out of this room.
I would like to cast Mage Armor on myself.
Okay. Target.
Should we move to the west of the choke point?
Yes.
I was actually thinking how well I'm joyed and also worried about how the aura is going to affect the vampires.
Yeah. I was thinking the same thing.
I mean, if it made little Zippy,
Uneasy.
uneasy, hopefully it'll do something really bad to them. But
Oh yeah,
if we
good
stay in
point.
this room, I'm
Hey,
gonna
Nick,
get pummeled.
Do you want to cast it first, second, or third level? You have 3 third, 3 second, and 4 first.
Let me just cast it. What is it naturally? I think it's just a.
It defaults to 1.
Yeah. Let me cast Mage Armor as a third level, and then I would like to also cast Blade Song on myself as well.
Okay. Blade Song stays on my mind. I couldn't resist tonight, you guys. Blade. Blade Song. I don't see Blade Song. Oh, it's a feat.
It's a feat. Yeah.
Sorry. Feet. Feats don't fail me now. Blade slinging. Blade Song. There it is. Target self.
Yeah.
And usability. Alright, you have Blade Song and Mage Armor. Rockin' the free world. That ends your turn, right?
Yeah, but I would like to move into the west room. Into the west wing, as it were.
Oh, we're the back into the coffin room.
Yes. Is that what we're all doing?
No, well, they're all to the. So you're at a choke point. So they're to the east, and to the west is the healing coffin. Do you want to move, or do you want to stay where you are?
I want to move to try and kind of assist with everybody getting out of the way, but I would like to. Am I in eyesight of any of the other vampires?
You are in eyesight of. Two of them, 3 of them. But I mean, they're all obscured by your character, by your party.
Okay. Yeah, I would like to go up and then back into the west wing 1 square and then up 3, facing the doorway.
Okay. You're in the northeast corner, facing the
That
doorway
spot
to the
there.
south. And
Yes.
all right, you're out of actions, but I'm assuming that your goal will be eventually to ready yourself if anyone comes through.
Yes, I would like to ready myself with a
You've already taken. How many actions do you get? Because you've already done 2 things.
I have
Or can you ready yourself?
the blade song was a bonus action.
Okay.
So I have 1 more full action. So I'd like to ready myself with
All right, you readied? And what are you gonna do?
throw chromatic orb.
All right. So if anyone any bad guys come through the door, you're gonna throw your chromatic orb, correct?
Yep, third level.
All right. Well, if that comes into play, we'll let you know.
Yep.
And that ends your turn. Fabia Kita, you are up. You are the next contestant.
Okay.
Plenty of
That
options.
one yeah. Which one? So I'll go after Vampire Spawn Cliff.
Oh, going after the Cliffmeister.
What?
Did I miss my turn?
No, it's just been a long time.
No, he did.
Oh,
It went
wait,
straight to
yeah.
Nick.
Why did
Yeah,
it
you're
skip
right.
you? Okay, hold on. Fabia, you're gonna be next. Let me go to Karen.
That's fine.
All right, Karen, you're up.
Wait, isn't
I don't know why that happened.
Okay.
okay? Well, shit.
All right.
And it didn't
so
give me that little thing that says, "Did Karen miss its turn?" Like I don't know why it
I
didn't do
know.
that.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
It's, who
Um,
wrote that fucking module? They suck. Oh, that was me.
So yeah, I'm thinking we need to back the whole train up.
Yeah.
But
Back that thing up.
opportunity attacks are going to be a problem. So I'm going to see if I can get Cliff. I'm going to try to grapple Cliff off the sarcophagus away from
That isn't.
and like move it back toward wait, what the fuck is Diggity Dog?
Diggity Dog is Noodle's familiar.
Oh, that's right. I thought it was back over there for some reason. Okay, yeah.
That's Dog Diggity Dog.
Well, I'm gonna try to grapple Cliff and throw Cliff back over toward Diggity Dog.
Okay. How meta.
Yeah.
Cliff's gonna have Karen grapple Cliff. Off a cliff.
Where'd my grapple? Oh, I guess I'll shove. Same thing, right?
Yeah.
Effectively.
Well, if you want to grapple, I can do a contested roll. If you want to
Yeah, I
shove,
guess
it's
my-
an action.
I guess my point is more of a shove. Yeah. Right?
Yeah, you're like gonna try to throw her like Hulk, right?
Yeah.
And I'm assuming you're trying to hit like over here.
Like, ideally, like it would, if I could shove them all the way back over like here, that would be amazing. Or like on top of Chaz. Like,
Okay.
Smart.
yeah.
All right. So is shove an action, or is it a contested roll?
Shove is an action, I think.
Okay.
State of mind.
Yeah, it says to shove, you must make a strength check.
We'll try it. Like target the person and just do it and do a shove and see what happens. I may have coded it. Who knows? I was tired.
Yeah.
Oh wait, there it is.
Just-
There. Yeah, it does it. It did it. Strength check. Normal.
Do I?
No, I'm
do I
rolling.
hit? Oh, okay.
It succeeded. Sorry. You try, but you like lose your grip.
But what is there's a button that says apply active effects.
Hit it. Let's see what it says. I don't know.
It never actually rolled a dice for me.
Oh no, it shouldn't. So it's a strength check. So it basically, the vampire spawn Cliff did a strength check against your strength to see if it could beat your strength, and it did. So like you tried to yank it, and you have a fixed number, right? Your strength is, I don't know what it is, but like
My strength is 20. Like it didn't beat my strength check.
oh weird. So the strength check was a DC 16.
Why is that?
I don't know. I just coded it like years ago. Let's do this different. Okay, hold on 1 second. We do this. So we do this, and I do a contested roll, and it's a strength, and it has to beat a 20. And I always show you guys my 20. Your strength's 20? Holy shit. And I'm going to request with roll, and let's see if this does it better. Normal. All right, so it rolled a 9. It failed. All right. So it failed at strength check. That means that you do throw it. All right, so I need you to roll to see 5. And you're trying to get it to where? Here? Or are you trying to get it to on top of Chaz?
If I land it on top of Chaz, does it knock both of them prone?
It does.
Okay, I'll go for Chaz.
All right, so roll a d20, and a 1 to 10 means that Chaz and Cliff are both prone, and a 11 to 20 means that just Cliff is prone and bounces off and lands behind Chaz. Either way, they land behind Chaz.
Yeah.
All right, so Cliff flies across, whacks Chaz in the head, right? And then the two of them fall down, go boom. I gotta zoom out so I can collect the thing. So they're now both prone.
I love it.
Oops, I made them invisible. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. It is prone. All right, so they both fell down and are prone.
All right. I'm going to... Who's down here? Skylar, Flavia. I'm going to shuffle back
All right.
to the other end of the sarcophagus, knowing
Right,
I get attacked by Flink.
Okay. Hold on. Now, because you did that, Vampire Spawn Cliff, is stunned, so it doesn't do shit.
Yeah, still stunned. Yeah.
Yeah, the only vampires that are at play are Butch, Rob, and Saltine right now.
Does Flink want to attack? Opportunity attack?
Flink is stunned.
He's out of
Yeah,
mission
yeah.
for-
So yeah, Flink is stunned. Like, there's no one that can attack you.
So you're good.
Okay. I didn't realize. Okay, I thought it was Cliff. Okay, perfect. Nice.
What
All right,
I
so
wouldn't
I'll
say he's good, but you know.
full port here.
Anybody have holy water?
No, but we could turn undead too, right?
Yeah, I was planning on doing that when I get my turn. In about,
I know you
about
got a
20
very
minutes.
unfortunate initiative roll for this circumstance. Okay, I guess.
Oh wow, I didn't realize you're last.
I have holy water.
Hey,
All right, Nick, it's not your turn for real. I'm skipping you. And we now go to Fabia Vita. Her program is already in progress.
Who
Hey, the next time we
already-
play, say, hey, DM, don't drink 2 martinis. It's not in your best interest.
Should always be slightly less than 2 drinks. That's your
Yeah,
problem.
it should. It's like 1.5 martinis, good. 2 martinis, stupid
That's the
decisions.
inebriati. That's the problem.
Yeah.
You need my flask of holy water.
Are you asking me as a DM? Because
No,
I've had
somebody
enough.
asked about it.
I don't know how much damage it does, so.
Okay,
it's-
but I
it's
do
all
have
up to
one.
you.
You know
I'll
what,
try
Mike?
to.
Do we have any way to slow them down?
We have We have those fusion grenades or incendiary grenades. I was gonna try throwing that next time.
Ooh. Yeah,
Let's
incendiary
see.
grenade would be great.
I have fragmentation grenades.
Oh yeah.
I mean, honestly, there's.
I
Cliff-
have 3 keys. What are my 3 keys that I have?
Are you asking me?
No, I was just asking in general.
3 keys. You have 3 keys? Like in your
I have
inventory?
3 keys. I have a black key And 2 other keys. Like, I feel like we could have unlocked a door.
Wait, you don't. It doesn't tell you what you have. You have a Wayward Spirit cellar key. You have a Wayward Spirit cell key, and you have a black key.
Yeah. Oh, there's the crowbar.
Yeah. So basically, you could let someone out of a cage. That was Nick. You could get into the cellar, which you did, and you have a black key. And I think the black key. What was the black key for?
It's a kind of a white boy blues band that.
I have an ensnaring strike. The next time you hit a creature with a weapon attack before the spell ends, a writhing mass of thorny vines appears at the point of impact, and the target must succeed a strength and saving throw or be restrained by the magical vines until the spell ends. Should I try that? I've never cast a spell. I have no idea.
Wow. Do you?
I don't know how to do this though, Tom. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so wait, which one are you trying to do?
Ensnaring strike.
Okay, so you let's see, ensnaring strike. So here it is. A creature. So you select somebody, and then you roll it. So just like you would attack, just target, like just pick someone you want to ensnare.
Who should I ensnare?
So Chaz
Should I
and
go for the
Cliff
ones
are-
that are further back? Like the ones that are back or the ones that are in front of us?
I'm not going to answer that question.
I'm asking the group.
Your choice.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll go for the stunned one anyway. Or no. Who's the other one? Debutch. Sure.
Marlena de Butch.
Oh my God! You remember my first D&D character when I was probably 15. In retrospect, Butch was a pretty interesting dude, and Marlena was lovely. She was so for those who don't know, Marlena worked at the butcher shop at the grocery store I worked at, and would buy me alcohol as an underage kid.
Oh,
What just happened?
I don't know. What did you do?
I have no idea.
I'm sitting here waxing poetic. Okay, hold on. Wait, apply active effects.
Oh, I have to concentrate.
Yeah, but hold on. Target.
I told you I don't know what I'm doing.
Hold on. So does not exist in the embed. I'm getting an error.
Okay.
Hold on. So if we do this and then I target it, then I hit ensnaring. I'm gonna try it from my side.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. What level did you cast it at?
I tried 2, but maybe I couldn't do it as 2. Because
Alright,
it
so-
gave me the option, so just try it as a 1.
Okay, so whatever that error
But-
is, it's not letting it happen.
Why?
I'm looking.
I had somebody besides me.
Oh, I don't
It
think
looks
you're
like
in
it's-
range. Maybe. What were you saying, Alicia?
Oh. It just looked like I'm targeting myself, but I wasn't targeted.
No, I
I
made
didn't-
sure to target the other person.
Okay.
So what does it do? I'll just manually do it. Ensnaring strike. Restrained.
kind of roots them to the ground, right?
Yeah. So
Yeah.
they're just restrained. So I'll do that for you. Restrained. Boom. So long as you continue to concentrate, they will be restrained.
But okay. I have no idea if I can do anything else because I've never tried this before.
Well, I mean, do you have multi-attack? Like, what is your?
I mean,
what-
I always have. I can do 2.
and they're not relying on each other, right? It's not like if you hit, you get a second, but you always get 2, correct?
No, I always get 2.
All right, then you have another attack. Now, if you get hit, it breaks your concentration.
Right.
But you can still take another attack without losing concentration. Marlene de Butch.
She
All right.
bought you alcohol?
Oh yeah, her and she seemed like an older lady at the time, but she was only 21.
Why does it have me saying
Demoss.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't remember her first name. What was that, Alicia? Hold on, I'm rolling. I have to roll. Hold on, I have to roll my saving throw.
Okay.
And it failed. It has a -1. So you have enslaving strike. Holy crap, you did some serious damage to this poor character. Poor Flink. But yeah, to answer Mark's question, for my underage drinking years, my junior year in high school, Ms. DeMoss would buy me alcohol, and then Marlena de Butch, who worked in a butcher shop, would buy me alcohol. Now, Butch, that was his actual name, would not buy me alcohol. But that's okay. Right, because when I would take boxes out to break them down for the incinerator, I would put cases of beer in those empty boxes and then load them into my car once they were outside. So yeah, I was fucking horrible, despite the fact that parents in Rensselaer wanted me to be friends with their kid because I was so nice. That's more than anyone wanted to know, and thank God that's recorded for posterity.
Yes.
I was fucking
Martini
horrible.
Tom, that's what this is.
TMT, man. TMT. Speaking of which, saltine. Saltine. Yes. By the way, my favorite cracker, as lame as it sounds, I'm very white, is fucking saltines. I love saltine crackers.
Oh, yeah.
Saltine plus a slice of cheddar cheese. Holy shit. Now, if I'm living large, squirt cheese. Yeah, I'm talking white trash squirt cheese. That.
Cheese
that.
whiz?
No, I mean, yes, cheese whiz. Cheese whiz, indeed.
On a Ritz.
No, on a saltine.
Oh.
And I would take the square saltines and I would make a cube and fill them with the cheese whiz, right? Which would pretty much empty the cheese whiz bottle out. But that was, well, first off, it was unchewable. But
well, yeah.
But it was a mechanical engineering. It was like a maybe a 9th wonder of the world, maybe not like an 8th. But anyway, what was I doing? I was targeting Dog Diggeth Dog, and with its claws, because I don't think it's going to take too much to do this. We're just trying to get this claw out of the way, this dog out of the way, and we throw. Jesus Christ! I fumble. On my first, and so what happens? Ranger danger. Your attack confuses your party, and any rangers attack you by accident with disadvantage. If you are a ranger, you are attacked yourself foolishly with. Okay, so
I can attack you with disadvantage.
Yeah, so if you ever attack Vampire Saltine, it's now with disadvantage. Or no, it's with it. It's. You're confused. Oh, wait a minute. You attack me
right now.
Right now, you attack me with disadvantage.
Instant attack, yeah.
Yes, instant attack with disadvantage.
Saltine, right?
Right, Saltine.
Oh, wait.
God damn it.
I can't use that. Vampire Saltine is in that other. What is that finger? That thing? I don't use it.
I don't know what you have to attack her with a ranged weapon, so you have to attack her with a bow.
I know. The little thing that I use on the left side of the screen. I don't know.
The
finger.
Yeah.
Yeah, that says vampire guy on it, and not me.
Select you. Select yourself.
I am selecting myself.
You want to attack with the bow? I'll do it for you. Attack with the bow. Target and untarget the dog.
Oh wait, I'm back.
Are you good? Okay. Okay.
Yeah. I was like, I can't see the
I'd prefer if you attacked for yourself. Yeah. So have a saltine. An underrated cracker, if I'm being honest with you. And if you have heartburn, saltine.
Disadvantage.
Yep, with disadvantage. You miss. Sadly.
Okay. It was still fun.
It was fun, and I'm retargeting Diggity Dog because that motherfucker is gonna die right now when I bite him with my vampire teeth. And that, and skadoosh, and normal. Come on, just do 5 points. Goodbye, Diggity Dog. Oh, he's in visceral pain too. I mean, his corpse is gone, but then as this vampire like bites Diggity Dog goes poof, he's gone, and it ends its turn. Jumpy, who you've not met yet, jumps into the chat here. 15, 20, 25, 30. So he moves by pushing past that, uses the rest of his turn, targets Bing. And I want to bite your blood. I want to suck your blood. Yeah, there we go. Bite. There it is. Rolls a 14, which is a normal hit. He has multi-attack. So he attacks you then with the claw. The teeth come out, and then the claws. And not sandy claws, but just the regular claws here. Claws. And this one's with disadvantage. And misses you. That ends its turn. Vampire spawn, Alicia. Jumps down.
I was wondering where she was.
That's 20 feet. How far can Alicia move? I don't think she can go any farther. Oh yeah, she can't even push past because there's a big roadblock ahead. That brings us to the final attack of the night, I think, unless you guys want to do a little bit more. It would be Mr. Bing.
All right.
It's a whole lot of spawn.
Y'all. How many can I turn?
Oh, Jesus Christ. GM's like, why did I surround him with vampires? We are flanked by 3. Within 10 feet is 4, and within 20 feet is 5.
So it doesn't say
They're gonna fight for us?
the range. Oh, yeah. Each undead that can see or hear you within 30 feet must make a wisdom saving throw. Okay.
Fuck,
So,
it's every one of
do I
them.
do I
Yep.
need to select them all?
Yeah, you do. Haha.
How do...
You can use the lasso tool.
I'm trying to. Head is not working.
I don't know what that means.
Head lasso. Ha ha ha.
Oh, I get it. I get it.
Love it.
I'm gonna eat some of these pumpkin seeds from October. It's a whole lot of vampire spawn.
Alright, guys. Turn around, bright eyes.
And Bing, from where you stand, that hallway you're in, you can see is a dead end.
Every now and then I get a little bit terrified to see the fucking look in your eyes.
So, do I need to roll something, or do they just roll the saving throw?
Nothing has prompted me. Hold on. At 5th level, when an undead fails its saving throw against your turn undead feature, it is instantly destroyed if its CR is 1/2 or lower. At 8th level and higher, if it is CR 1. Hold on, let me see if there's CR. What is their CR? Oh, these are way over CR 1/2.
Yeah.
So you chose destroy undead. Is that what you meant to do, or
No,
turn undead?
No, I want to turn.
Okay, I will give you a gimme. So you have to do turn undead.
But do I need to... Oh, there we go. Just usability. Boom. Anyone? Bueller?
Right, Cliff is rolling. And Cliff, he succeeds.
Jesus.
Flink is rolling. He succeeds.
is rigged.
Saltine is rolling.
Fake news.
13. He succeeds.
What do you...
Chazmataz rolls.
Jesus.
18. He succeeds. Rob rolls.
This is bullshit.
Yay.
He fails.
1 out of 4. That's good.
Jumpy rolls. He
Yeah.
succeeds.
I cannot believe these rolls.
Poor Alicia, she rolls. She'll fail. She always fails. She fails. And then finally, Marlena de Butch at Tom's
Fail.
Supermarket. She
Fail.
fails
That's
bad.
pretty good.
All right, so 3 of them have been turned. Mr. Bing, can you tell us what that means?
They must go away. They must walk away from me.
Immediately,
Run
right?
away. Run away.
If the creature fails its saving throw, it is turned for 1 minute or until it takes any damage. A turned creature must spend its turns trying to move as far away from you as it can, and it can't willingly move to a space within 30 feet of you. It
So
also
far,
can't-
far away.
It also cannot take reactions. For its action, it can only use the dash action or try to escape from an effect that prevents it from moving.
All right, so they have moved away from you as far as they can. There it is.
Yay.
There. And there it is. And that's for a minute, right?
Yeah.
Which is 6 rounds.
Holy
All right.
shit.
So on that note, by the way, let's roll for initiative, and then we can decide what we want to do next.
Did we want to? Yeah. Okay. Never mind.
Jesus.
All right. There's a lot going on, right, guys? Noodle.
We're about to get smoked.
What's happening?
We're rolling
I don't
initiative.
know.
And everyone rolled, so we go to the next round.
Oh, okay. A lot of people just hadn't rolled yet. All of a sudden, like when I looked at the top.
All right, so Vampire Chazmataz is up first. And what is going on with Chaz? Chaz is prone, so he uses his movement, half of his movement, to stand up. Let's remove the prone. That means he has 15 feet left. He steps forward. Because vampire spawn will fight until they're dead. They're stupid. And he jumps up and attacks Skylar, who's right in front. Skylar, you're going to be bit. I hope. I'm going to done bite you. For some reason, I'm having to roll with disadvantage. I miss. The second bite is with claws. Mrs. Claus. And I love the Santa Claus movies for some reason, and I'm not sure who plays Mrs. Claus, but I'm down with that. All right, normal. 15. You are damaged by some claws, my friend. You can use your reaction. Ooh, protective field has been cast, so Skylar reacts. Huzzah, what happens? It reduces some of the damage, only 5 points for Skylar. And sadly, a little bit comes back to the damn Vampire Chaz. Ends his turn. Skadoosh. We are now Fabia Gita. I should ask you, I started this round without asking you. Do you guys want to play to the end of this round to be done? Or do you want to stop now?
I don't care.
Well, thank you for the passion, Alicia.
This is,
Either way is fine with me.
this is going to be a long turn, so I'm okay with calling it now.
It's up to you guys. I think there's 3 vampires that will not be in this round at all. So there's a couple of skips, but it's up to you.
Cool.
I'm down.
You're done with what?
I'm down with finishing this round and then not finishing the round. Like,
All right,
I'm down for
Fabia, yes
whichever.
or no?
I really don't care. It doesn't matter to me.
Don't care is gonna for don't care means keep going. So then you're a yes. Cliff was a no. Bing.
Aren't you an hour ahead of us still, Mark?
Yes.
So,
Yes.
So I'm gonna say no.
okay,
No.
that's fine. That's why I was thinking it was getting late for you.
All right, so no, it is the person in the other time zone ends it. We started with Fabio. So when we next play, you guys have wandered into a nest of vampire spawn, right? You stepped into the area. You sort of Leroy Jenkins them. They popped out of their coffins. You have them pretty well under control. You have 3 that have been turned and are trying to get the hell out of Dodge, but they've run into some walls, and they're not ghosts, so they can't really like physically leave the area. But they're as far as they can go. They're mashed up against that wall, going murr murr murr.
Excellent.
You are still engaged with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 vampires, most of which have taken some semblance of damage. Fink is, well, actually Jumpy hasn't. But Fink is hurting for certain, as they say. You guys have sort of created a choke point for yourselves. Most of you are in the room within range of at least 1 vampire. Noodle, donning her Santa hat, is still sort of lagging behind, but then again, she's sort of your healer. If anyone steps through the doorway, Nick Maylock is going to whack him with his balls of fury. And that is where we will pick up the next time. Any questions or comments?
Thanks for the game, y'all.
Yeah, and you guys are all playing as if you know that you could go back to the room before this and get some heals. So that's not lost on me.
Yep.
All right, guys. Thank you so much. It's always a pleasure
Absolutely.
when we play
Always.
again. See y'all.
See you guys next week.
Okay, thanks.
Bye.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.